The Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri is notoriously haunted, and perhaps cursed. 4 suicides mar the brief American history of the Lemp family. 3 of them within the walls of the Lemp Mansion itself. Beer Baron William Lemp Sr., who introduced lager beer to the United States, was the first to use modern refrigeration in beer bottles to preserve his brew. He was also the first to take his own life in the home. His son, William Lemp Jr., also known as Billy Lemp, and his daughter, Elsa Lemp, also sacrificed themselves. Finally, the mansion bore witness to the 4th and final Lemp family suicide, that of Charles Lemp in 1949. The horrific scene cleared, the location of his remains are now unknown. The last of the Lemp children, Edwin, demanded that upon his death, all of the family's belongings be burned. Perhaps an attempt to blot out the curse? Inciting a person to commit suicide is a demon's ultimate objective, so we believe there's a strong chance that the Lemp family's curse, and perhaps its fortunes as well, was somehow owed to a pact with a malicious, inhuman spirit that may continue to hold dominion in the mansion's corridors to this day. These fearsome, ancient spirits never forget a place or a person, and there is one belonging that the Lemp family's servants forgot to commit to cinder and ash: the cursed Lemp Mansion itself.
We've been having a few strange experiences.
Only in the room. My heart's fine.
Yeah, we're outdoors now at the Lemp Mansion in the bar under the tower. The first thing was just Guinevere was a little disconcerted when we were getting our room together.
My heart rate really intensified when we went up to our room, the lavender suite where we're staying. And now that I'm outside, I feel better.
Now for me, and maybe we'll have another experience like this, it would be better to get on film, but I felt like I was getting just like things touching me. Things were touching me around the ankles in the bathroom and the hall, in our room, in the lavender suite.
How many people get a haunted mansion for a night to themselves?
This place is just so dark everywhere, even with all of the lights on.
I actually am freaking scared. Only because I've known things in my life that I don't want to ever have get close to me again. And I sense that big time. Something's messing with me. I'll just say that. Something is messing with me.
Yeah, you really aren't acting like yourself at all.
No, I'm not.
Let me ask you this, so big time energy drain. Do you mean just now, or do you just mean in general here?
Ever since we walked through the front door, I've been a mess of confusion. I'm not thinking like myself. I'm not acting like myself. I get more fun and outgoing.
Right, it's kind of like...
I'm not feeling that at all. At all. This is our first official time being in the Lemp Mansion alone.
Right.
You're walking right through the spot. So just for historical reference, where that mirror is probably where Charles Lemp's bed was.
Okay. That makes sense. If this were a bedroom, it would be right between the two doors.
It wasn't a bedroom, but he moved down here when his arthritis got too bad.
Oh, right. But I mean, if you used it for a bedroom.
That's rare, yeah. You can about be sure that when there were funerals in here, it was probably laid in front of that area, I would imagine.
I am certain that you're right.
All right, we come in peace. We're not trying to stir up any negative. As a matter of fact, we're protected by God. We are children of God, and we're believers in Jesus Christ, who died for our sins. I know some about your family. From what I've read, I can at least say that you seem familiar to me. And I want to start off by saying I'm so sorry for all of the tragedy. And it's sad that it had to be that way, end that way. You made such a significant difference to our country. Highly respectable and respectful people that were innovative. You have a gorgeous, gorgeous house. And we also took a photo of the foundation of the other house. It was the original mansion, where I know some of you lived at one point in your lives as well.
Here's where the foundation.
Of the original Lemp Mansion. There's the foundation.
That's what I'm saying.
Right here.
Yeah. And this was little Billy's playground.
It was the original mansion, where I know some of you lived at one point in your lives as well.
Although we did not hear voices at this time during our investigation, upon review we believe there are subtle electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, captured on our camera's microphone during this portion of our video. Keep in mind that the audio at this time is contaminated by the sounds of traffic outside. Listen again for the sounds of voices at a party. It is possible that these EVPs may only be caused by the psychological effect of the human mind searching for familiar and meaningful signals among white noise. However, later on we do hear distinct disembodied voices in the mansion, so this section is worth one more listen.
I feel a sense of peace right now.
Do I need to go check that out? Do I need to go check that out? Sounds like it's coming from the bar, doesn't
It
it?
might be an ice maker.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe an ice maker. Okay. Are you okay where you are?
Yeah, and then come back.
Okay. Okay, that's gotta be an ice maker in the bar.
You get creeped out by that staircase too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah,
about
I
that.
do.
There's something about that staircase.
I'm not gonna pretend I don't.
As I pass the stairway, where an unsettling shadow looms above on the second floor, I sense movement in the dining room through the doors at the far end of the double parlor. It was difficult to see in real time, and I dismissed it as a natural shadow. However, as we review the video, a shadowy humanoid form unmistakably moves from left to right beyond the doorway. We can only describe this as an apparition.
being led over here, which is terrible, actually. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't mean any disrespect. I just know why I'm being led over here. So this was the ladies' parlor originally, and eventually when William Lemp Jr. turned the mansion into offices for the brewery, this was his office.
In the brewery office where Guinevere is seated, William Lemp Jr., sometimes called Billy Lemp, shot himself dead.
And his desk sat right here, where he would face out from it. So if you were to walk in the room, you'd see his face. Get what I'm saying? In front of the painting.
Right, and he would face out this way.
And where I'm sitting is significant in this general vicinity.
After his divorce from Lillian, the Lavender Lady, he forged a new marriage, but succumbed to financial ruin after selling the brewery for a disappointing price.
So this was the atrium where Julia Lemp kept plants and birds. This is the table that we've been seated at the 2 times we've been here. Kind of bizarre, gave us chills when it happened.
That is bizarre, is it not?
I have a feeling that it was a particular person's table. Thinking Charles.
Like his
For
father.
breakfast. He ate
Right.
breakfast in here.
I'm gonna stop talking for a minute here and just try and feel it out and see what we find out just by being here for them and not for us.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I've had so much energy interference, I've had a hard time with it.
After several minutes of near silence in the atrium, we capture this EVP, which sounds like the words, "Mad Voice." This message has an eerie poignancy, as later in the evening, we will hear a host of disembodied voices, prominently including an angry, argumentative male spirit voice.
Hanging on the back of your neck.
And my head's starting to do the same thing again. I'm just going to say that probably every time that happens, there's an energy shift. That means that there's more energy around, or that literally something's in the area
I'm getting a tightness.
that I'm in.
I'm getting a tightness.
Like we're
in my
sharing the
chest.
area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. It's like, okay.
No, but that
Well,
does
now we're
happen.
at the Lemp Mansion, and it's like you can't breathe very well. You can't like take a very
You know
deep
why that is,
breath.
Because they can't. You feel their afflictions. Okay, so this bathroom was originally William Lemp Sr.'s private bathroom on the first floor. This shower he imported from a hotel in Italy. And look at this marble.
Yeah, it looks like something painted, but that's real.
There is no doubt in my mind that this place is truly haunted.
Samantha's voices are shaking me. I'm rattled by that.
We're pretty freaked out right now. When we were upstairs in our bedroom, we were hearing what sounded like a party going on down here with very prominent male voice. We heard what sounded like the same male voice upstairs in an argument. And right after we heard a door slam or a gunshot, we're not sure. We were freaked out. No lie.
And I keep thinking I hear things. To me, it sounds like the conversation is coming from upstairs.
Well, like doors are like moving. And like that's one of the things that happens here all the time, apparently, is doors opening and shutting and like being locked out or being locked in or yeah, pretty spooked.
It sounded like